You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
You can't handle the truth!
Well, we're giving you the Michigan Sports Truth, the show that detects, exposes, and reveals actual and hidden facts, truth, research, and statistics about all the Detroit and Michigan sports teams that the mainstream media doesn't want you to know, whether fans like it or not. No junk, no entertainment, no homerism, no coddling, no pop culture, no opinions, no shilling, and no fluff. Head over to our website at michigansportstruth.weebly.com, follow us on Twitter at Michigan_truth, and like our Facebook page, The Michigan Sports Truth. Also listen to us on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts via iTunes. The Michigan Sports Truth podcast does not represent or defame any of the teams it covers. It only detects, exposes, and reveals honest, actual, and hidden truth, facts, and statistics about them.
And this is the Postgame edition on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts via iTunes for Friday, June 29th, 2018. I'm Taylor Phillips, flying solo from here forward. There will be no, like I said on Periscope and YouTube, there will be no more national sports reports on my podcast. From here forward, I'm keeping the format completely within our state of Michigan, covering all the teams in our state of Michigan. The Tigers, Red Wings, Pistons, Lions, Wolverines, Spartans, Chippewas, Broncos, Eagles, Griffins, Whitecaps drive anything in the state of Michigan. So that way we don't get, our local audience doesn't get tuned away. So with that said,
That one is long gone!
The Blue Jays edged the Tigers 3-2 at Rogers Center in Toronto. Francisco Liriano versus Marcus Stroman. And the Tigers offense scores only 2 runs against Marcus Stroman, who, as earlier mentioned, came into the game with an 0-5 record and a 6.80 ERA and a 1.68 WHIP. The Tigers scored 2 runs against that awful starting pitcher. Even stranger, well, we'll get to that later on, but manager Ron Gardenhire, whichever, continues to use designated hitter Victor Martinez as a cleanup hitter in the starting lineup every game, which I'm numb to. Martinez did go 2 for 4 tonight, but 0 RBIs. His batting average thus far this season is .245. I think it was last time going into his last at-bat. Let me see here. His box scored. Yep, .235 batting average and a .632 OPS, on base plus slugging percentage. So, the stranger thing, as I was going to say, Marcus Stroman lasted 7 innings while Francisco Liriano lasted 6 innings after giving up a go-ahead 2-run home run to Justin Smoke in the 4th inning, which turned out to be the game winner. Marcus Stroman, if you put those statistics into pictures, put the innings pitched comparison against Liriano, you add more stats to it. Stroman, 2 earned runs given up on 5 hits, 0 walks, 4 strikeouts. Francisco Liriano, 3 earned runs, 7 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. That completely tells you that Marcus Stroman completely outpitched Francisco Liriano. He did. No bones about it. The statistics tell you not only in innings pitched, but the rest of the stats tell you. Marcus Stroman, 0 walks. Francisco Liriano, 4. Francisco Liriano is over the hill already. The Tigers have now lost 10 straight. Marcus Stroman was handed that game by the Tigers' awful offense. The Tigers' offense still stinks. At least their bullpen did great tonight. Didn't give up a run, but the Tigers' offense is the complete scapegoat of the game. That's a segment that I could do. So the scapegoat of the game tonight is the Tigers' offense entirely. Yes, Heimer Candelario hit his 12th home run of the season, but again, like I pointed out, the Tigers' offense scored only 2 runs against a clearly terrible Marcus Stroman, who again came into the game with an 0-5 record, a 6.80 ERA, and a 168 WHIP. That's pathetic. 2 runs against a pitcher with high statistics. That is absolutely dreadful. And that's detecting, not just saying, but detecting a lot. So there you go. Tigers now 36-47, third place in the AL Comedy Central, 10 games back of the Cleveland Indians, who just got underway with the Oakland Athletics out on the West Coast at O.CO Coliseum in Oakland, California. Scheduled time is 10:05. As far as I'm concerned, unless it was in a rain delay. The Indians right now 44-35 going into Oakland. Tigers, back to them. Tigers fifth worst in the American League, 15 games back of the wild card spots. Tigers and Blue Jays tomorrow at 1:07. That's on a Saturday. It's not 4:07, it's 1:07, in case you're all wondering. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at 1:07. The Jays now improved to 38-43, 469 winning percentage compared to the Tigers' 36-47 record and 434 winning percentage. That just tells you that the Blue Jays are, winning percentage-wise, a better team slightly than the Detroit Tigers. So there you go. And the starting pitching matchup, Matt Boyd versus Sam Gaviglio. Sam Gaviglio. Matt Boyd, 4-6, 4.15 ERA, 123 WHIP. Sam Gaviglio, 2-2, 398, 123 WHIP. Yes, both Boyd's and Gaviglio's whips are exactly the same, 123 WHIP. Walks, hits per innings, pitch ratio. So, only one piece of news that I have to share for tonight. And it's confirmed by Ken Rosenthal that former Tigers pitching coach Chris Bosio indeed, in fact, used the racial slur monkey toward a janitor and toward Tigers relief pitcher Daniel Stumpf. That's 2 racial comments of the same type. Thank you to baseball analyst Ken Rosenthal. Let me dig that up real quickly. This is the postgame edition for Friday, June 29th, 2018. Tigers lose to the Toronto Blue Jays, another mediocre team, 3-2 on the road. Let me check the Tigers' record right now. Oh, geez. Apologies for this. Stupid. Follow us on, let me see here. Lions here. It's a clubhouse detect. It is a clubhouse attendant. By the way, the Tigers' road record is 13-26.
You are pathetic!
Let me see here. I found the report here on Bleacher Report. Yep, reportedly fired for calling a black clubhouse attendant a monkey. Yeah. Ken Rosenthal of The Athletic and Katie String of The Athletic. Bosio called the attendant, who was an African-American man, a monkey when the employee was collecting towels in the coach's room after a Tigers loss. The Tigers said in a statement Wednesday Bosio was fired for making, quote, insensitive comments that violated club policy and his uniform employee contract. So let me. Yeah, it's this is a website. The Athletic is a website where you have to pay $6 a month to view to read full articles from The Athletic. Let me see here. There we go. I can actually read the full thing without having to pay via Bleacher Report here. Let me see here. You'll have to pay for this. But it is a source from Ken Rosenthal and Katie String, both of them from The Athletic. And to top the cherry on the Sunday, Jeff Moss, the founder and editor-in-chief of the Detroit Sports Rag, who I was talking to earlier tonight, confirmed to me that too, that it's toward an African-American towel collector. So in other words, Jeff Moss is telling me that I don't necessarily need to give him credit. And in other words, that I should take that back. So again, my mistake on that. It's not towards Sam Menzen. It's not an anti-Semitic comment towards Sam Menzen. It's actually toward an employee. And remember, Chris Bosio filed threatened to file a lawsuit. He didn't necessarily do it yet. File that lawsuit. He didn't necessarily actually file the lawsuit yet. But we'll keep an eye on that too. He probably won't. They won't. They'll probably. The Tigers organization in its entirety will have to had already blocked that lawsuit. They might have forced him to drop those charges. So that's all the truth I have for tonight, and that's the postgame edition for Friday, June 29, 2018. Before I sign off, I want to remind everyone to share this episode and our entire podcast on social media and have their friends share that as well, because I want to tell them that the Michigan Sports Truth podcast is searching for a wider local audience that is fans of sports. So please spread the word about the Michigan Sports Truth podcast on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts via iTunes, its Facebook page, and its Twitter handle at Michigan_Truth. Also, it's coming to Get Vocals soon, at least possibly. I'm Taylor Phillips. Follow me on Twitter at DT2Phillips. Personally, thanks very much for downloading, listening, and sharing. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
The Michigan Sports Truth podcast does not represent or defame any of the teams it covers. It only detects, exposes, and reveals honest, actual, and hidden truth, facts, and statistics about them.
Mission complete.